On today's episode, the boys talk about their Easter weekend, especially Passholder Day at Kennywood. Did we have a good experience? Let's discuss. Real talk from real Yinzers. Here we go. Boys in the Burgh, hosted by Chris, JJ, and Andrew Speranza. Welcome to Boys in the Burgh, the podcast all about Pittsburgh. And today's topic is kind of, we're just coming up with stuff on. We're flying by the seat of our pants today. We're gonna kind of go, and so JJ's gonna help me go today too. Am I right?
I'm gonna help you go all the way.
Do you remember when Bobby Boucher led me to the Super Bourbon Bowl?
Yeah.
What?
Andy, did you know what we were talking about?
I don't.
I very much struggled with that line in that movie. That was from Waterboy, which became a TikTok trend very quickly. So yeah, we're flying by the seat of our pants today. There's JJ and I. We definitely do want to talk about our day we had at Kennywood Passholder Day, April 16th, because we just keep talking about Kennywood all the time. So
I mean, these are stories that I'm excited to share because I'm sure there's people out there who can appreciate there are great Kennywood days, and then there are days where you're like, was this worth the money? In my case, it was because it was free.
it was free. But before JJ and I were just the ones that went. Andy, how was your week so far?
It has been good. We've been a little busy with work, but other than that, I can't really say that anything else has really been going on. I had a good Easter with my family. We celebrated Easter on Sunday, but other than that, I'm ashamed to say that the only interesting thing that happened this week for me was just being busy with work. So this is sort of going to be an episode centered around you guys, and I'm excited to hear what happened, because if I understand correctly, we got some interesting stories. No?
Yeah, we got interesting stories. The door opened behind you. Did your dog walk in?
yes. I didn't know if
Sweet.
you guys were going to say. I have my computer angled in a way that my bedroom door is positioned right behind me, and I saw that too. My door just slowly opened, but you can only see the top half of it, so it looked like a ghost just opened it. But no,
So-
my little Shih Tzu Sydney just walked in, so yes, that was my dog.
So for real, when I'm working at home now, like there was one time I swear I had the door closed completely, and my dog's only 6 pounds, and all I heard was punch, and I was like, ah! And it turned around, she just walks right in with like that blank face of like, I ain't that strong.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Our cats know how to open doors with their paws on the handles, so it's not it's not a like weird occurrence if you're in the bathroom and you just hear and the cat walks in.
Dude,
Like,
sometimes whenever I'm on the phone with someone, my dog will start dreaming in the background. Like a little.
Oh yeah.
She'll start dreaming whenever I'm on the phone with someone. I gotta like nudge her while I'm on the phone. So it's quite the distraction.
Yeah, my dog goes,
She's so naughty.
Wow, that took a hard left.
So then if Andy didn't really do anything, maybe we're not flying by the seat of our pants. Do we just want to straight up call this Kennywood Passholder Day?
Let's do that and call it Easter weekend as well.
Let's do
Easter
that.
weekend. It did
Let's call it
happen
Easter
over
weekend.
Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do want to talk about like just your guys' opinions on Easter Day and food traditions and like what you guys like to do, just stuff like that.
Okay. We'll start with Friday then. I had off on Good
Yay.
Friday. That was the first time that's ever happened to me.
You bastard.
The bank said we must work.
Yeah, the hospital was like, this would be the best place to work if it weren't for all these sick people.
So yeah, I had Good Friday off. I don't think I really did anything. Carissa and I, we like planned on binging our new favorite show right now, Once Upon a Time, and we were unable to binge it. We ended up.
Did that drive you mad?
Andy, this also leads into our Kennywood day. JJ and I talked about so many things, and the one thing was how much I hate the Mad Hatter in all forms of Disney, like theme parks, character, the movie, Johnny Depp. Like I fucking hate all of them. And then I found out in Once Upon a Time, the Mad Hatter in that show is played by Bucky from Winter Soldier.
From someone who doesn't watch a whole lot of movies right now, I'm just drawing like a bunch of blanks right now, so I do apologize.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, then let me tell you what happened, Andy.
Oh, please don't. I hate when people do that.
But no, the guy who plays the Winter Soldier in the Avengers movies, he is the Mad Hatter. And there's like a scene where he's like, his eyes look crazy, and he's like, JJ, you can say it. What does he say?
I'm going mad. I'm going mad. I'm going mad. It was the writing was just so bad. Oh, so terrible.
Oh boy.
So we'd be standing there and not to jump ahead, we'd be standing there in line and Chris would just look at me and go, "This line is making me mad."
And then the other thing we kept doing to each other was there was a segment from Monday Night Raw a long time ago where Batista was calling out Triple H, and Batista just kept saying, "Give me what I want. Just give me what I want." And Triple H goes, I'm gonna give you the ass beating of a lifetime." And Batista goes, "That's not what I want. Just give me what I want."
That's not what I want.
So the whole day at Kennywood was just us going, I'm going mad, and saying, "Give me what I want."
I have a feeling
Chris, do you want corn dogs?
based on the you know the pretext of what you gave me for this weekend. I have a feeling that's exactly describes how your weekend went at Kennywood. Is it not?
Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's start from the beginning. So Friday, no one did anything. I maybe watched 2 episodes of Once Upon a Time and then went to bed. And then JJ met me at my place at 9 a.m. and then we went to Kennywood. So JJ. So
Wait, I'm sorry, real quick. You went Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So it was Saturday, only open to pass holders. So it was super cool, super short lines. You walk in, as we're walking in, there's like murals all over the place now. Like as you're walking down it towards the tunnel, there's like black and yellow murals that have like Laughing Sal, the Pittsburgh Steelers logo,
Like
arrows everywhere.
on the wall, like right before you get to the tunnel? Really? Okay.
Yeah. And we posted it on our social media. Here, JJ showing it on his phone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's all over. If you ever check out our Facebook page, Andy, which is pretty exciting stuff, we got a lot of good stuff on there.
Yeah, that one
Very
is
cool.
going to be
Very cool.
that one's going to be very Instagram worthy, where it says all roads lead to Kennywood. That's like as you're leaving the park.
Nice. Okay.
And they have the tunnel painted now. So when you go into the tunnel, the sides of it are painted like bricks, and it's really cool. However, the roof of the tunnel still looks like all cracked, like it's going to cave in any minute.
Well,
It was leaking.
I feel like every year they try to do some improvements, and this year was just like, let's paint everything. Let's paint the walls. Let's paint the Phantom. Let's paint everything.
Well,
They did.
painted almost everything. It kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Like when you walked into the park, when you go towards like the racers and everything, like it was like right there, and then everything was kind of like the same from like last time. But I mean, JJ, the food booths.
Oh, dude, they were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
food booths. Wait, what do you mean?
They're doing what seasonal food options
Mhm.
where so like around the lake, you know how they do like face painting or like little fake tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, instead of doing that, they're gonna do seasonal food options. So like
I
there
am
was
10
like
out of 10 going to go to Kennywood just to eat.
dude. Okay, so I'll pull it up on my phone here real quick just for menu sake. Chris and I had what was it? It was a barbecue place. It's been there for a little while, but it's not like a part of Kennywood. It's like a third party that came in, and we had.
How do we find
brisket
that
and-
out?
But when Chris was, oh my god,
We found that out because I went over and was just like, do I get my 20% off annual pass discount on food? They're like, no, we're an independent place. But I tell you what, 100% worth not getting the discounts. And before you go over the menu real quickly, JJ, the cups that we get now. So what they have there, Andy, this is crazy. Like the cups that I got, like when I got my annual pass,
Yeah.
they have a QR code on it, and there was like a self-service drink station. And what you do is there's a thing where you scan the QR code, and then you have like 20 seconds to fill up your cup. And yeah, it's really cool actually when you see it in
yeah,
person.
it is really really
You
cool.
have
We
20
shared.
seconds to fill up like like what do you mean there? Like I know you have 20 seconds to fill it up, but like
B-
why is that a thing?
because after 20 seconds, when you try and like, it's like a fountain drink at a restaurant. When you like try and fill up the cup, like, uh,
It just like
it
shuts
won't do
off.
anything. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I got you. I got you.
So that
You
was really cool.
you left out a big part of that story there, Chris.
What was that?
Well, that was, we walked up and Chris goes, "Hey, I'll just go ahead and put this on my card so I can get the discount." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And he went, "Oh hey, okay, so here's that, and I want my 20% discount." And they go, "Oh, we're independent. We don't offer that." And he goes, "Oh, fuck him. He'll pay separately." And the girl was like, "Oh my." Yeah, I got brisket nachos and Chris got brisket sliders, and oh dear God, they were so good.
And it wasn't
Wow.
badly priced. It was like $12. Like if you go to like Disney, you're paying like I know like an example, $15 is basically like the average if you're gonna get like a good full meal. Like for
Hmm.
$12, like this was a pretty good meal. Like JJ's nachos were huge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I couldn't finish them.
I feel like between those two, like those are really like two really good options. I I'd be so down for some brisket nachos. They sound amazing.
Let me
Hmm.
see. Okay, here's what they looked like.
Cool. It's got all the works too, like the
Yeah.
jalapenos and the sauce and everything. Oh, that looks amazing.
And this
And,
is all on our Facebook page. Anyone out there who wants to see this stuff?
and there's like blue cheese crumbs on there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right. And then they had like, it wasn't open, but they had like a hot dog with tater tots, but it's a fiesta dog, so it has like cheese, jalapenos, red peppers, pepper jack cheese. Like that was one of the stands. Another stand was, what was it? Chicken and cheese quesadillas was the other one.
The stands eventually opened because like JJ and I went to one of the stands and they're just like, nah, my computer's locked out. But so I feel like
And I said, "Big."
but I feel like the pass holder day was a good day for people to that were training to like be like, okay, this is like our warm up day. So the
Yeah.
employees were great. They were great.
Ooh.
That's not. It's a chicken stir fry and vegetable stir fry stand.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me ask this. These things that you're showing me right now, and again, these are going to be on our Facebook, so like all of our social media pages and stuff like that.
I think they are already.
Okay,
Yeah, they
good.
should be on our Instagram and Facebook.
Good. Highly recommend anyone who's watching this or listening to this to check that out. But tell me this, is this going to be something, I know you said at the beginning this is sort of like seasonal, but is this something that they're going to have open for, a couple weeks, couple months?
I think if you go on the Kennywood website, they should have like different, like a calendar of different things that are happening. So like that one was like the spring, whatever they called it, and then there's Bites and Pints in June, and then I'm sure they'll do something for like 4th of July. So it's kind of like on a calendar basis, and I'm
Gotcha.
pretty sure it's just a weekend deal. Maybe I don't know yet.
Okay. Because, like, I could really get into like some food festivals here. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's not really a
Oh
festival,
yeah.
but like, it sounds to me like they got multiple stands and they got different options and everything like that. I mean, I love a good quesadilla right there. So when you said chicken and cheese and lettuce and all that stuff on a quesadilla, that is right up my alley. So that's something I'd definitely be very interested in.
Yeah, because when people go to parks now, like they don't think about just the rides now. It's just it's with food too.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, food, people pay money for food. So like and you pay for your park admission. So yeah, it just all makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah, and they have that bar they're opening too.
yeah,
They have
they're
a
opening a
bar?
beer garden.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kennywood's on the rise right now. I didn't know any of this was happening.
I thought of it like this: like when you think about like Pittsburgh, you think about fish fries on Fridays during Lent, Greek festivals, Italian festivals, like all these different food festivals. Why wouldn't Kennywood hop on that? Like this is a good thing.
Yeah, because if you're from Pittsburgh and if you're a diehard Pittsburgher, you're going to go to Kennywood at least a couple times during the summer. So,
Hmm.
and this is really good too because I feel like Kennywood was really lacking those sort of changes every season that they needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now that they're adding a beer garden that I didn't even know about until right now, and then they're adding all of these, these food stands and everything like that. I mean, that sounds awesome. Like I said at the beginning, like I don't think I'm going to go to Kennywood anymore to ride rides. I think I'm going to go to Kennywood just to eat. And that
Well,
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
well, we got a lot to talk about rides.
Andy's gonna get some snake snacks.
Oh, absolutely. If they have quesadillas.
So that's the other thing JJ and I kept doing. We kept have you seen the last Harry Potter movie? Is it okay if I ask you?
I have not.
Okay,
I have
we
a
had
friend
your
that makes
consent.
fun of me for
I know
never seeing any like movies or anything like that or TV shows. So you guys
Is
are
his
more
name
than welcome
Chris?
for doing that. It could
it's
might as well be
probably
Chris. You know.
Okay, I know you hate this, but this plays into the joke. Spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen Harry Potter: Snape gets killed by Voldemort and his snake Nagini, and JJ and I, there's a part in the movie where after Snape gets like cut in the neck, and he goes Nagini kill, and the snake basically fucking kills Snape like in front of children, like it's crazy. And what happened was JJ and we came up with a voice for Nagini. It was just like Nagini kill, and he's like, a little snaky snack here. You did pretty good there. Give me a little barbecue sauce.
Jesus Christ. Oh Lord.
All I have is hot sauce. That's not what I want.
That's not what I want. Just give me what I want. But I will say this. It was worth getting that pass just for the annual pass holder day. I rode
I'm
everything.
Good. I'm assuming
Yeah.
the lines were short, right?
Yes, but some of them only had like Phantom's Revenge, for example. JJ and I rode that twice. Once in the very front and then just once in a random spot. They only had one train going the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And you know what? That always makes a big difference too. If you got two trains running on that ride, the line will go by super quick. Doesn't matter if it's annual pass holders day or just a regular, random day in July. If they got two trains going, that line will go by super fast. But if they've only got one, it could take some time.
There was not a single ride in Kennywood I could think of that goes over 5 minutes. Because I was just riding all the rides. I'm like, this is going really quick.
Wait, what do you mean? Like the line itself?
No, the rides themselves. The rides don't go over 5 minutes. They're like, almost every single ride we went to, they're just like, see you in a minute. It's like, okay.
There was one ride that felt like it took about 15 years to go through, and that was the old mill.
Oh, Garfield's nightmare.
No, okay.
Might as well have been.
Okay.
There we go. Oh,
All
I
right,
started
here we
it.
go.
I
Let's
started
go
it.
do it.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay, the old mill. First of all, one cool thing that the team members started doing is like at the end of the rides on the roller coasters, they'll go, "How was your ride?" And everyone's hype every time afterwards, like, "Whoa, yeah!" Do you remember that, JJ?
Oh yeah.
The
Can
old
you imagine
mill,
having to be a worker there and have to ask every single person that whenever they get off the ride? How was your ride?
I'm
Great.
pretty sure it was a button.
Wait, what?
Pretty sure they pressed a button called "Be Excited," and the button just made a voice that said, "How was your ride?"
Oh, I thought this was an actual person that had
No,
to say
no.
that every time. Okay, I got
It probably was. It probably was.
Well, here, how about this, Andy? In Universal Studios, like when you go there, every time you get off the ride, all the team members clap, like they applaud you for going on the ride.
That seems extremely desperate.
No, it is cool. Like you get off the Transformers ride, and Optimus Prime tells you did a good job, and he's proud of you, and then people are like applauding you. It's like, yeah.
But still, I mean, again, like looking at that as like a standpoint of a worker, like if you have to clap every time a ride's over.
Well,
Good God,
Optimus,
I'd kill
you
myself.
you help Optimus Prime, and he's proud of you, so they clap
Yeah.
for you.
Why would you not clap for them?
You're right. I stand corrected.
You sadist.
Okay, back to the old mill. The old mill is shit now. It is the worst ride I've ever been on in my life. I couldn't believe it. So what happened was, when we were in line, we see the boat coming out of the tunnel. Everyone
Mhm.
had the same dissatisfied face going off of that ride. And I was like, it can't be that bad. And JJ and I, we got our own boat. And they said, sit in the middle. JJ weighs significantly more than me. And
Yep.
the boat was tilted the whole time. And so we were going in. JJ, you're going to have to cool me down sometime. But like, we went in and there's like a cool, like, timey video playing about like, we got to watch out for
Wait,
Harry.
before you even go into that, what's the very first thing you see whenever you turn that corner?
Oh yeah, there's a security guard. You see the security guard watching the security cameras.
Oh, right in the right there. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and
Yeah,
he's just staring you down like, don't you two do anything funny.
we got cameras everywhere.
Except it's just like some high teen. He's just like sitting there, just like.
With some Vaseline next to him.
Jesus.
Which also, the other funny thing was going into the bathroom and seeing the employee in the janitorial closet eating a bag of chips as you're walking into the bathroom.
I still don't know why you didn't let me throw my pants away in there.
Oh my god, that's another thing. But we gotta get on the old mill. The old mill is the shits now. It's horrible. Like, you go in and they have a nice little timey video. Harry's the guy, right? Harry, right? He's the guy, JJ.
Yeah. He's the little skeleton dude you had to follow around.
Yeah, Harry was a skeleton dude you had to follow around. And I was like, okay, this could be cool. And then you're in a dark hallway for like 3 minutes, it feels like. And then there's then there's like skeletons. And then you go into another dark hallway for 3 more minutes, it seems like. And then there's another show of like another skeleton. And then the music like goes away out of nowhere, and you're still kind of going, and there's more skeletons. And it's another dark then it's another dark hallway, and then there's more skeletons, and then you're done.
Oh my, and don't forget when you hit the final hallway, there's like this, I don't know what instrument it is, but it's making this noise going.
I feel like
It's
there's
like-
there's no theme to the old mill anymore.
No, JJ found out there's a theme. He followed the story of Harry.
Yeah, the story of Harry is done horribly because it doesn't make any sense at all. But like, he's like this dude who's like getting in trouble and stuff. So he hops on a train and goes out to another place and is found at a bar, two-timing a girl, and ends up in jail. And he's reaching for these keys, and it's like, will he escape? And the next scene is him like in a like has his head and hands locked in that like wooden thing from back in the old days.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, guess he lost. Smile for the camera. There's a skunk holding a camera there.
Well, good lord, no wonder they all came out of the tunnel like with a dissatisfied face on their on all their.
we came out of the tunnel, and Chris looks at the crowd and goes, "Get out of line! Get out of the line!"
And I hate to admit it, Garfield's Nightmare was better.
Yeah.
You know what?
Your wrestling name.
Yeah, that's true. I think that they must that what you're describing right now might be. Did I go to Kennywood last year? I mean, what I'm trying to say here is I feel like the situation that you guys described right now, I've never heard of that before, and I definitely have been on the old mill, not Garfield's Nightmare, the old mill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're like changing it up a little bit because it has been the old mill for what, 2, 3, maybe 4 years, no more than that. But I don't know. That seems really weird, and it seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, no one is happy getting off the ride. Absolutely no one. There's a point where I started yelling in the ride because I was so over it. I was like, get me off of this ride. I cannot handle this anymore. And JJ knows too, and the security guard's just like, shut up! I don't want to be here either.
Oh, so bad.
Good old mill. Old mill.
The other
But
funny thing, the other dark ride, JJ, Noah's Ark, which is
oh
they
god,
that line where you used to they have a line like next to it. There was no line, and people were just kind of walking into the whale's mouth.
Really?
Like, yeah,
oh yeah.
they were just like, yeah, you come in, I don't care, like, just go.
I mean, I know that they have that line that goes around the side, like you're saying, but was there anyone in line? Like, was there anyone like cutting the
No,
line?
Nope.
you just walk in. There's like a guy standing there. It's like, can we just walk in? And they're like, yeah.
Do they still have the
Okay.
elevator?
No,
Nope.
you just
Hmm.
walking through a whale's mouth, and you see a bunch of animals, and then you're done. That's the whole fucking thing now.
I like the one part. Okay, they still have like a bunch of goofy stuff that goes on, and we get to the one part, and it's just a bunch of zebras' asses facing us, and all you hear is. And Chris goes, "Oh, fart jokes! Oh, fart jokes! That's great!"
I think I'm way too passionate about my Kennywood. I think I'm the only passionate person about it. Like, I enjoyed the elevator. I enjoyed the last scene where JJ cried because the walls were caving in or whatever. Like, I remembered those, and now it's just like there's not really a theme. Like, there's a section of the ride where like you walk through a section and it says like walk this way for a wild experience or walk this way for a milder experience. And we were walking towards the wilder experience, and there was these teens walking the other way. And I was like, and JJ was like, "Are we going the wrong way?" He goes, "No, we just want to see the other walkway."
It's like, okay.
And then we meet them at the end. Go ahead, JJ, you say it.
No, yeah.
We meet them at the end, and I was like, "Hey, is it worth it?" They go, "No."
That's another one that they change the theme every year. You know what I mean? They change the layout of it, and it's much better during
Fright
Fright
Night.
Night.
Fright Night
Or Fall Festival.
or Fall
Yeah,
Festival.
Fall Fest.
That's
Fall
what it's
Fest.
called nowadays.
That's
Andy,
right. Fright
guess what
Night
Chris-
doesn't like technically exist anymore, right?
Nope, it's Fall Festival.
Fall Fest, not Fall Festival.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
JJ, get it right. Use
Yeah,
the
get
right
it
word.
Jesus Christ.
Andy. Chris rode the ride.
Yes.
He rode. We both.
Yes.
Can I
Chris
talk about my
finally
experience?
rode the Black Widow.
Yes.
Yes,
So
he did.
I'll tell you about it. When you walk into the line, it's actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's a section where there's a bunch of spiders everywhere. It was really cool.
I told you you'd like it. Oh, you talked about the little like tunnel that you know, like you got to walk through, and there's like
Ooh, you brought me a spider snack.
You brought me spider
thank
snacky.
you.
Go with a little bit of hot sauce.
I'm just gonna descend real quickly.
So we go on to the ride. Our whole day, it's raining and it's cold, but we rode everything
Oh, yeah.
anyways. So we get in there into this giant circle of a monstrosity, and they put the harnesses down, it was like a front harness, and then the guy goes 27, and then all the harnesses go back up again, and the guy's like, "All right, we're gonna put it down again," and then the thing goes down again. And the guy shouts out on the thing again, 27! Like, check seat 27. Apparently it's going down weird. And the employee walks over to, like, where the guy's saying 27 in the booth and just throws her hands up and are like, "I don't know what to do!"
Were either of you in 27?
No.
No.
So that's the one that was giving people problems, though.
Yes, and then the mom next to me goes, "If it goes up one more time, I'm getting off this ride. I've seen people fly off rides like this."
That is not a ride that you want to have your seat come up on and you fly off that ride. That one's scary.
So it goes down, finally, after the third time, and the floors move out from underneath us. And I'm like, oh my God. And I turn to JJ, and JJ goes, "I'm actually scared of this ride." I'm like, "What?"
That would have been
And
a great time to be like, yeah, I've never rode this ride either.
And we went, and both of our old asses, we actually got a little bit sick and woozy after we got off the ride.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point, I forget what point it was, but we spun and went down, and Chris kept screaming, "No more slices! No more slices!"
As in
Like, no
like that
more.
TikTok where it's like, all right, okay, it's enough slices, like that. Because it was on a pendulum, so we kept going higher and higher and higher. And the worst is when it went above like 90 degrees, and like you were facing the ground, and it just like, ugh, it was terrible. I think I might ride that ride at least one more time, but other than that, not really.
That
I mean,
ride
in
does
all
not
honesty,
go in a full circle, like going up and down, obviously, but
No,
it
it
is it
doesn't.
is damn close. It is damn close to
uh
doing that. I love that ride so much, though. I'm so happy you rode it.
huh.
Also, Steel Curtain was closed the whole day.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second because again, now that I was thinking on it a little bit, I did go to Kennywood last year, but it was only for uh, Fall Fest. Okay, they had it closed then too.
They ran tests on the ride all day. That's
Yeah,
all they did.
they teased our PPs all day,
I just
all day. They
I
didn't let us
feel like
finish.
now, granted, there's something we have to consider, and it's the fact that it's the first. I mean, we can't even consider it to be the first day because it's the first. It's for just the pass holders. But I feel like that ride is supposed to be one of the highlights of Kennywood, and it is always closed.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't
what
know
happens
what's
when
going
you
on with
get new
that.
things.
Yeah. Do you guys
Well,
remember the
did you?
Thomas, the tank engine ride or whatever, would
We went to
break down
Thomastown.
Oh,
every 20,
yeah,
like
we
it
were
would
there.
it would break down every 25 minutes?
We
Oh yeah,
actually saw a little bit of the Thomas show.
Really?
yeah, we did.
Yeah, and then we walked
Nice.
away because there was one child there.
Nice. Very
uh,
nice.
what else about our Kennywood day? The Exterminator. We talked to that very high teen. We talked to him, or he talked to us.
And we shook our heads and went, "Uh huh."
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was
Uh-huh.
just the only reason why I came back is because they gave me a 25-cent raise.
So, oh, sweet, bro.
What, from $7 to $7.25?
But
All the cheese fries you can eat.
The Exterminator has literally. I'm glad I got to ride it again because I do like the ride. I
Mhm.
figured out. I think it's a really fun ride.
Yeah.
The waiting area, like the inside waiting area, is still absolute shit. Like they need something. It's so dark and hot in there, and it was like 50 degrees that day, and we were like sweating in there.
Yeah, they got to do something with that. That's always been the same for so long now, and they got to do some sort of improvement to make that waiting experience a little bit better. But I agree with you. Uh, yeah, good.
And I kept doing the dance from Hammer from Iron Man 2.
Yeah, he did it. So, Andy, Iron Man 2 is a movie from Marvel. You know what Marvel? Marvel was a magazine. I'm sorry, comic book from
Yes,
back in the
yes.
day. A comic book is a book that you read with. A book is
Jackass.
something.
A book is something. It has these things from trees called paper.
Yeah,
Do you
and
know
there's
what trees
words
are?
written in it.
They have
A
these
word is.
they have these green things that grow out of the ground called trees.
You wouldn't know since you work from home now.
Literally, like I have my window open, and this is the only form of sunlight I have right now. And I'm just looking out the window, like, the sun. Other than that, that's the only form of outside I ever get from working from home.
Any other highlights, JJ, you could really think of from the day with rides? Skyrocket was fun. We rode that twice.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an overall really fun day. It's sad because as Chris and I talked about, Kennywood has so much potential, and it does seem like they took a huge grant of money and really spruced up what they thought needed spruced up, which is good. But there's so much more they could do, and hopefully, as time goes on, with this food thing and with the beer and with them painting everything, they just continue to make things more fun, And like Chris referred to Disney and Universal a lot all day. I mean, that's not a bad thing to base things off of. They're the biggest parks in the world, or some of the biggest parks in the world. Might as well go after it.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense too. And I agree with you that I feel like they do need to continue to make these improvements and find ways to make the park better, because there was a period of time for quite a few years that they just didn't really do anything new. And
No.
when you live in Pittsburgh for so long, I mean, you do got to go to Kennywood at least once every couple of years, just because that's a Pittsburgh thing to do. But when they don't do anything majorly new, and that's bold to say after they just they put in the steel curtain and the skyrocket a few years ago and stuff like that, but you got to do new things. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
this thing that you're talking about right now with the food stands and the beer garden and everything like that, that's really cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool, and I hope that they continue to do that. The one thing I wanted to say really quickly here before we move on is that before I started working at the bank, I worked at the cemetery with a dude that used to work at Kennywood. Okay. And he told us that Kennywood actually, I don't know if this is still true or not, but they bought the land underneath that bridge. That's like if you're driving on like where McDonald's is,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that intersection there, you know how there's like a bridge, right? The small
Yeah.
bridge.
Yeah.
All of that land underneath it, Kennywood bought that, and they're thinking that they're going to try to put in some ride that hangs over the cliff of that hill there.
Whoa. Like
Maybe they'll put
Vegas.
the turtles there.
Pretty much, yeah.
The turtles.
They're going to put an improved turtles in there.
The turtles extreme.
There's going to be no harnesses or anything. It's going to be the exact seating like the turtles are right now, but you're going to have all these hills, and you're just going to be flying off the seats there.
Yeah, they took a couple bolts out to really add to the flavor.
Let's see if you make this.
So when I thought you said he was working at the cemetery, I thought he had to spend an eternity with the ghost at Kennywood Estates.
Oh my! He must have won.
An eternity
my
with
God.
me.
Andy, we walk in, we go straight to the steel curtain, and we see big sign. It's closed. We talk to a person working there. Oh, it's closed, and we closed for a while. Chris saw someone he recognized. We're not going to go into that, and we kept on walking. And we pop up going over to the Thunderbolt, which was closed, and Chris goes,
Hold on. So the steel curtain was closed and the Thunderbolt was closed.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackrabbit was open.
Was the Phantom open? Phantom was open. We talked
Yeah,
about
oh
this.
yeah.
Jeez.
But we're walking, and Chris goes, listen, for the principle of it, let's ride Ghostwood Estates, just because there's always a big line, and I really just want to get out of the way. I was like, it's our first ride, though. He goes, it's for the principle of it.
Did you like it?
What was the score?
You crushed me. It was like 800 to 400.
You know what? I think the far away targets that you aim for, they get you more points. Because I kick ass at that game, but I always lose.
We're good with our wrists.
Yeah, we're really good with our hands.
Oh.
Nagini kill. Really good with the wrist thing.
Did you make me a snack with you?
Just give me what I want.
Ew, that's not what I want.
But yeah, any other highlights, JJ? Like, other than Ghostwood
Hibachi
Estates?
afterwards.
Oh yeah, it was my mom's birthday, so we went to Hibachi at Robocchio in Greensburg.
Nice.
Oh, so good.
Very
So
nice.
good. They handed us the bill, and I was like, what? But besides that, it was amazing.
Yeah, the bill
Not
was,
for me.
The bill was pretty expensive, but it was very good. And then, oh yeah, JJ, I don't want to move on from Kennywood yet because we have to talk about when we rode the wave swinger and the 15-year-old asked us who gets the drunkest.
He had this voice of like, okay, you've never seen Children of the Corn because you're uncultured, right, Andy?
I'm not even going to argue that. You're absolutely 100% right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Andy. You're cultured.
No. I'm not. I know I'm uncultured.
Oh my God. Chris, have you watched Children of the Corn?
JJ, I know I'm a huge movie fan, but no.
Okay, there's a character, and I'm gonna back up the microphone so I don't break anything. But the whole time, like his like big line is there's a character named Malachi, and he's like the head guy and head kid in charge of all this stuff, and his voice sounds like Malachi.
That's
that
pretty
is-
accurate. That's pretty accurate.
Right? That is what he was like, hey, you with the blue hat.
Yeah, JJ had a blue beanie on, and he called him Blue Beanie. He's like, "Hey, Blue Beanie, which
Was he
one
a
of you gets?"
worker?
No,
No, he was a kid.
He was
He
just a random kid waiting in line to get on the ride.
no,
No,
on the
on the
ride.
ride.
Oh, he was on the ride.
Yes,
Yeah.
on the ride, telling us which one of you gets the craziest when you're drunkest. And I didn't see him at first, and I turned around and I said, "How old are you?"
And he's
the kid
15?
goes,
Yeah,
15. And Chris goes, yeah, that's what I thought. And turned back around.
Yeah, JJ, that kid, you gotta put respect to my name. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You gotta put the respect to my name.
I don't know what you mean.
He disrespected me because he assumed I was a drunk, and I am. And he's got to put respect to that name.
And I
You know what
am.
mean?
All right. So I turn around to appease this child
Respect
and
to
say,
my name.
oh, it's definitely Chris. Haha. Turn around to enjoy my ride. And he immediately jumps into, hey, you ever make a bomb out of chlorine? And Chris goes, what?
Okay.
Yes, Andy.
And his friends are sitting around him going like, dude, shut up. Dude, these are so stupid. Don't talk to these guys. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm not trying to turn this into a serious debate here, but in this day and age, in this world that we live in, you do not go up to random people and say, "You know how to make a bomb?" Like that is not what you do in today's world.
No.
So especially when you're a 15-year-old kid. Like that's weird.
And then he wasn't great. And then the ride starts and he starts like high pitched squealing the entire time. And it's like,
Let's
I'm
go.
We're getting pelted with cold rain. It was freezing outside, and this kid's screaming bloody murder behind us. And Chris and I were like, I think we're done. I think we literally rode the Phantom one more time and left.
No, we
I
rode the
don't blame you at
Phantom.
that point.
We rode the Phantom, and then we went to the fudge shop, which is now really nice. It's now nice and open, like nice open windows there. It's
Lots
really
of fudge
nice.
packers.
Lots of
Nice.
fudge packers. And then we rode the Skyrocket one last time, which that ride is low key a lot of fun. And we took some pictures and we left.
Sounds like a good day, gentlemen. Just wish it would have been a little bit nicer weather, you know?
And we got hibachi and got ready for Easter the next morning.
Cool.
Yeah, which it was fun. And I don't think we're gonna have enough time to talk about it, but I always love ham and cheesy potatoes on Easter Day. That's just my go-to, man.
My sister makes cheesy potatoes that are just out of this world. I love it.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
I'm not a big
You're
ham person, to be completely honest with you guys.
What?
I'm not a big ham person.
You don't like ham?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm turkey over ham for me.
Wow. So you like that feeling of like eating a ton and going, I'm sleepy.
Yes, exactly. Like after Thanksgiving, after we eat all that turkey and mashed potatoes and stuff like that, and it's just like,
Doesn't
all
that
right.
make you not Christian though?
What do you mean?
It says here in the pamphlet, if you don't like ham on Easter, then you're not a good Catholic boy.
BOI?
Oh no, don't do that. We mention them every episode. They don't even know who we are.
Who the fuck are these guys?
We're sorry, boys.
No, we're not.
The boys.
Come find me in North Carolina.
Next thing you know, you hear knocking on your door. You're gonna get a little licking.
In Lillehammer.
So not even glazed ham?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, if it's put in front of me and it's like, all right, this is what we're having. We're having ham for dinner. It's like, all right, I'll eat it. You know, whatever. But if I had the choice, it's definitely going to be like turkey or roast beef or something like that over ham. Anything with gravy, chef's kiss.
Well, do you like biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, I like biscuits.
Oh.
Okay, I'll pray for you.
You're going straight to hell.
Well, JJ, you're gonna be a Southern boy soon. That's biscuits and gravy is gonna be that thing down there.
Yo, there are restaurants called Biscuit World down there.
Wow.
That
And that's
sounds
all they
amazing.
sell. Everything comes with biscuits. I cannot wait to. I've told everyone this. I'm either going to gain a ton of weight or lose a ton of weight. And I don't know which way it's going to go.
Next thing you know, we see you. You're just like Java the Hutt. You're just like, oh, go, booga, ha, ha, ha.
Misha, hola, solo.
And then Katie's like that little thing that's like, Andy, you're a Star Wars fan. What's that thing called?
I have no idea, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars fans, so it snowed yesterday, April 19th in Pittsburgh, and what I did was in my head when I saw the snow. You remember the thing where it's like, Kenobi, Kenobi,
Kenobi.
in my head, I just kept saying, "It's snowing, it's snowing."
Yeah, I don't get it anymore. It's wasn't it like 2 years ago that we were literally in the middle of May, almost
Yep.
June, which is one of the most summer months ever, and it was snowing in May.
Mhm.
Yep.
Always, I don't know.
Actually, it came up on my Facebook memories. It snowed in Indianapolis, where I was living at the time, last year. This year, last
Do you know
year,
what I
this time.
Do you know what I thought when I looked outside and saw the snow, Chris? That's not what I want.
That's not what I want. And I thought something different. I was like, "It's snowing, it's snowing." Oh man. So JJ, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate Kennywood and all their new things that they're doing?
Oh man, like a 6, maybe 7.
No,
Because it's not. It's still Kennywood, Like not much has changed. They have a new ride. There was a sign that said what was it? Kangaroo coming soon. The fucking ride wasn't even there. It was a gate up.
Wait, they
So
said a new ride is coming, and it's the kangaroo.
yeah.
No, yeah, there was a sign that said Kangaroo coming soon, and the ride wasn't even there.
Well,
I
it
thought
said
they already
coming
had
Memorial
that.
Day. No, they got rid of it, and now they're rebuilding it as a retro style, and they're building it in the same place. And yeah,
Let's
that's
tear apart the
basically
Phantom and then rebuild the Phantom into the same place and say, "Oh, look, a new ride's coming."
it. Little bitter there, aren't you, Andy?
I kind of am.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me.
JJ, I agree with you. I give it a 7 because, as per usual, everything happens in phases. So this is probably like phase 1 of like what's going to happen next couple years. I'm sure they're going to start making improvements with like other sections of the park as well. So you got our stamp of approval, Kennywood. You're at a 7, even though like I might literally not go to Kennywood until Fall Fest because I rode everything I wanted to. So
We will put respect to your name.
yes,
Kennywood.
please put respect to my name.
Please sponsor us.
Yeah.
Just don't serve ham.
Yeah, don't serve ham there. Don't you dare serve ham.
Dear sir, chipped ham. Kick your asses.
Don't even speak to me if you have ham.
So, anything else to add, JJ, Andy?
No.
Nope. Sounds like it was a great weekend.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend. So, I am going to rename this episode to Passholder Day at Kennywood rather than saying Kennywood Passholder Day. I'm just going to be a Passholder Day at Kennywood. We have too many titles with Kennywood in it. And they're going to be like, God damn, stop making episodes about us. Leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
Just leave him alone.
The boys. The boys.
Are we going to be driving them mad?
I'm going mad. Oh my god. Get at. Let's get at.
Yay.
Yay. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and be sure to leave us a comment and a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. And follow us at Boys in the Burgh on Instagram and Twitter for the latest updates and newest episodes, and even Facebook. JJ posts some things on there too. Also, do you want your podcast to look and sound more professional? Try using Riverside.fm. It's used by all the biggest companies in the biz, and you can sound better today by clicking on the link in the show notes. So, boys, we did it. We talked about Kennywood again. So,
Woohoo!
yeah. So,
Join
JJ,
us next week
will-
whenever we talk about Kennywood again, and we rank all the rides into a bracket style where Garfield's Nightmare wins.
JJ,
Yeah.
sign us off.
Yeah, okay, Eddie, yeah. Always a pleasure, never business.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.